Hey, hello, everyone. I am Kimberly Erdley. I am the
What
chairperson
do?
of Psyche, and I'm joined today by Kopano.
Hi guys, I'm Kopano. I'm a presenter at Tuks F.M. I'm point your favorite campus radio station, of course, and I'm super excited to be with Kimberly. Let's go.
Yes, so today we just want to introduce our 10 episode podcast series called Mental Matters, and it'll be Psyche in collaboration with Tuks FM. And we just really want to talk about what we're going to be doing, what we're going to be talking about, who we'll be talking to. So, yeah, Kopano, should we just jump in? Okay, so
straight in.
as you guys know, we're going to be talking about mental health and how it affects us and all of the mental health related issues, questions that we have, and we'll be speaking to experts about it. So I think let's just cover first, what is mental health? So, maybe before we go to the textbook definition of what mental health is, let's just chat. What does mental health mean to you? What does it mean to me? I think for me, mental health has always just been about staying sane and being functional. I think I feel mentally healthy if I am functional.
Yeah. So for me, health sort of like evolved with the. At first, it was something that was very distant. I was just like, like depression, anxiety. With the especially in varsity, I have learned that it's about taking care of your mind as much as you do your body. So just you eat every day, you are supposed to take a number of steps every day, and all that stuff. You're supposed to drink water. The same applies for your mind. Like it's okay, cool. Actually have to take time, be mindful, meditate. And I know it's difficult because we're not taught from a young age about health, like extra thing. But for me recently, especially where we are, I've learned that really about taking care of your mind so that like you can listen to your own voice, because that's a very important voice. So yeah, yes.
No, 100%. I mean, I'm Zulu culturally. And in Zulu, there's no real word for depression. So, we all go through really tough situations in life. Hey, guys, look at us. We're already learning something new. So, when I was faced with some really difficult times in my life growing up, there were just, I didn't really know where to go. I didn't really know how to explain what I was going through. And I think a lot of the people around me kind of just didn't understand why I couldn't just snap out of it. I didn't even understand why I couldn't just snap out of it, and as a result, that kind of took me on this whole journey where I also discovered kind of like, what does, psyche, what is that? What is mental health? What is, our psychological ways of being? How does that affect us? So yeah, I think I definitely identify with you, Kopano, in terms of us not necessarily being raised to think a certain way and us having to kind of discover for ourselves what this means.
Yeah, I think to add a little, I'm thinking now, when you think of an allo textbook and like the different things that it would say, so like it would tell you, okay, physically to take care of yourself, so there are these different ways of how to exercise, and then financially you need to have a budget. This is how you set up budget. Like literally taught how to do everything. Well, obviously not taxes and stuff, but anyway, you're taught to do everything, or you're given a way to deal with everything except for mental. Like I personally, if I can remember correctly, never saw meditation or therapy or healing or all of these sort of taking care of your mental health. I've never seen them in a textbook that one should be learning. It's understandable that firstly it makes sense. It shows that, okay, if it's not in our textbook, that means it wasn't in the previous textbook. That means it was in the text. 40 years ago that my parents won't understand. That means that my aunts, my uncles won't understand. And you literally every time I speak to my friends, like, dude, I only knew about this when I came to varsity, because like now I actually have to sit with my thoughts. Now I know what depression is. Now I know what anxiety is. And it's sad that we all have to we have to find it out by going through it. Like, somebody else around us going through it. That's how you know about it. You don't know it. Oh, this is what, you know. So it's very interesting, and it I hope our curriculum changes, but that's the conversation part.
100%. And I think, like you're saying, if we can also, you know, break the stigma around speaking about mental health and mental health related issues, like Kopano mentioned, you know, the previous generations might not have been taught about this and might not have been encouraged to talk about this stuff. But the more we talk about it, the more we normalize talking about it, the more information and accurate information we're going to get. And I think that is the main reason we want to, in as many episodes as possible, have experts in their fields speaking about topics that they know a lot about, because there's also a lot of misinformation out there. And that's a really scary thing, you know, when you're in a really tough situation and in a really tough spot. And you're looking for help and you're looking for advice, to get the wrong advice is almost as dangerous as not getting any advice at all.
True.
So guys, we're gonna chat about all of this stuff in our podcast to come. So let's look at then, you know, we've spoken about it, but the dictionary definition of mental health and how we understand it in the general community is it includes our emotional, our psychological, and our social well-being. It affects how we think, how we feel, how we act, and it determines how we handle stress and how we relate to others and how we make choices. And so, like, just by listening to that definition, like, mental health is important at every stage of our lives. If it's how we handle stress and how we relate to people, I mean, children in the playground and CEO in the workplace,
like
all of it has to do with mental health.
Pretty much your whole life. Group projects, like that thing that universities like group projects, but like literally your family, how you even, and like just everything, like how you wake up feeling, how your day will go from that. You know, will you snap at someone today? Will you be happy? Will you, like, it's literally everything. So like I said, it's crazy that it's not taught to everyone.
You know?
But so hopefully everyone listens to this podcast.
I think that would be. Imagine if we start a revolution, like a mental health revolution. That would be so exciting.
Let's go.
I'm always there, basically.
Let's go.
But I think definitely in terms of how you mentioned Kopano, it being intergenerational as well, and unlearning and relearning things as well. I think, you know, even throughout this podcast, even though Kopano and myself have begun the mental health journey and have some experience in our different backgrounds with this, we might find that, you know, things that we thought were important for us to balance a certain way, us also listening to our experts and talking to them, we have to unlearn certain things. And I think that's been my biggest revelation with mental health, is just how often I have to unlearn certain, you know, strategies that I was super proud of. I was like, yes, you know, I've got this life thing, at least I'm doing this. And then you realizing in the mental health journey that no, that's
somebody's
not
like
healthy.
Nope. Somebody's like, nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's not cute. This
but it's gonna be super exciting.
Yes.
But Kopano, just before we sign off with our listeners and get into the first episode and everything, I want to ask you a quick pop quiz. And you guys are going to be doing this with Kopano. And this is a true or false.
I just finished my exams. Kimberly, I just finished exams. Like, my brain is no longer a part of me.
That's
But
that's exactly
okay,
when I want you to answer
I'm ready.
this.
Let's go. I'm never scared of a
Must be
challenge.
instinctual. It must be instinctual. And I'm marked strict, hey? So this is
All right.
pass fail. This is pass fail. I'm not giving half marks.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm not giving.
Okay. Now I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's go. Inside.
So I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you 4 questions. And so obviously if it's 4 questions, quick math, guys.
Okay.
4 questions, they're 25 marks each. This is going to give you 100%. Okay. And I'll tell you the answers at the end. Right. Okay. So Kopana and everyone listening and watching, mental health. Question 1, true or false? Mental health is going to bed at a regular time.
False.
Is that false? Why is that false?
It forms a part of it. Like, just hold on.
Kopana's struggling, guys. I'm sorry. I wish you could call a friend.
Yo. So the thing, like, I want to call a friend. Okay. Okay. Can I like give you an intertwined answer? So
no, true or false? True or false?
Is right. Is that sleeping at yeah, okay, I'm gonna go with true. No, but okay, I'm gonna go with true. But can I just give an explanation? I know it doesn't count, but I want to give it. The thing is, right, is that if you're sleeping at a regular time, it means that you have a system going on. And that system could be good in the sense that you have stability and that like, okay, cool, at this time my body is shutting down and so forth. But also it could be not so great because like it's like a matter of, okay, you're sleeping at this time, maybe it's because you're stressed, so your body clocks out. So that's why I'm a bit like, yeah, on the edge, but I'm gonna say true because of the stability. Yeah.
Stableness, guys. New words today. Stableness. Okay.
Stableness. Correct.
All right. Question 2, Kopano. True or false? Mental health is making sure I hang out with my friends.
These are no.
Listen,
like this is
it's only 4 questions.
Like
these MCQs, guys, they're eating her.
Mental is hanging out with your friends when you can, and you are strong enough to. That's what mental health is. Like, oh my gosh. Yo. Mental health is what you make it. Okay, true. No, false.
False. I'm recording false. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say. Okay, false.
Okay, so we've got a true and a false.
Okay, yeah, false.
Question 3, Kopano. Mental health is walking my dog.
Yes, true. His dogs are cute. That is mental health.
This is very biased answering, but it's your paper.
I know.
All right, Kopano, let's put you out of your misery. Final question.
Guys, I feel like this is going to be a very bad mark.
Mental health is studying every day.
Personally, no. False. Like, my lecturers will forgive me.
It's a hard false.
That is a false.
Is that a hard no? A hard no.
No ways. No ways. No. Mental health is studying in time for tests. Not every day, but in
Not
time
every
for
day.
tests. With
Okay,
not
so
procrastinating. So yeah, not every day.
so you have 2 truths and 2 falses. So I mean, guys, the math is simple. Almost 25 plus 25, you got 50%. Okay, you passed, Kopado. You passed.
Yay! I'm guessing they were all false.
They were all false, guys. Guys, they were all false. And I really hope, listeners, that
they were all
you know what? Actually, I do hope that some of you also got
that
some
makes
of them
sense.
as true, because that means we'll learn something on this journey, ne? Because I think the big thing that
true.
Kapano was
I think
struggling with. Sorry, Kapano, to interrupt you.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry, guys.
No, I was just saying that, like, I think the biggest this online thing anyway. I think the biggest thing that's like confusing is that it's sort of like for example, the Friends one. And I can't even say now because it's a future episode, but being selfish or like is to someone, no, I cannot make a commitment, and not doing anything in that time is not a bad thing. We're always taught like, no, if you have the time, help others. If you have the time, do this for someone. If you have the time, no, like just because it doesn't help you being with your friends or whoever if you're not there, if you're not present, because you're in your mind, you're in your thoughts, you're in, so I think we're all going to learn something from this, and from all aspects, from the sciencey stuff to the everyday life things that we can just like learn from and like take little bits and pieces and sort of, and I think that's the cool thing. Well, I think it's the cool thing about mental health is that there's no one cure. So, you can be like, okay, that works for me, that doesn't work for me. That works for me, that doesn't work for me. And in that way, you're also able to teach those around you and be like, this works for me, but this, doesn't necessarily work for other people. So, yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting journey.
Definitely. And you know what, guys? I think at the end of the podcast in our series, in our final episode, we're going to go over this quiz again. But with our answers, we're going to review everything that experts have told us as to why all of those answers are false. And yeah, I think it'll be really fun for us to kind of go through it and see what we've learned and what we can apply or not apply in our lives. No pressure. We don't have to apply all of it. We don't have to apply any of it. But it's there for us.
True.
And yeah, I think that's something super exciting to look forward to.
Whoop, whoop.
Alrighty, guys. I think
we're super excited from Tuks FM side to be a part of this. Thank you to Psyche, UP. We appreciate it. We're so excited to learn with you guys and to grow and to help students / everything just come together. Like, we're a community.
100%. And yeah, I think then that wraps it up for the first episode of Mental Matters. High five, Kapado.
Virtual high five.
Whoop. And you guys have a great week further. And we'll see you in the next episode where we talk about the mental health related issues that are concerning us and how we can help each other out. Okay, that's me from Psyche.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.